Ladies and gentlemen, we are 24 hours removed from the Royal Rumble. Thank you very much for joining us on Raw. It's beautiful Dave Easton along again with Matt Rhodes. Matt, welcome to your first ever Raw, Non-Stop Wrestling Raw.
Hello.
Hello, Matt.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Thank you for having me back on Monday Night Raw.
Hello there. And so here we are then, ladies and gentlemen. We have 24 hours removed from Antonio Cesaro becoming the first ever Royal Rumble winner. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. An action-packed night ahead of us. And what will happen with John Laurinaitis? John Laurinaitis, the Raw GM, is not here. We have Antonio Cesaro currently in the ring at the moment. And Cesaro just talking about how, well, it was such a good night, Matt, last night for Antonio Cesaro, winning the tag belt and also winning the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it was a great night for the Kings of Wrestling. They really cleaned up last night.
Indeed, especially for Antonio Cesaro, who now knows that he is going to be in the main event of WrestleMania.
Yep, and I wonder which champion he's going to go for.
And he's just saying there that he's not going to pick until after the Elimination Chamber. So we will find out after our next pay-per-view who he's going to challenge. But coming up first, it is Rob Van Dam versus Tyler Breeze. And both these competitors, well, Tyler Breeze had such a good showing last night at the Rumble. RVD, we didn't get to see RVD in the Rumble last night, not one of the competitors. So here tonight, Matt, I'm sure he's going to be here to try and make a statement against Tyler Breeze.
Yeah, he's definitely looking to make a move on to getting out on his way to the championship.
And indeed, if you see tonight, we are in our new arena, the new Raw arena for Non-Stop Wrestling, as Tyler Breeze is about to make his singles debut here in Non-Stop Wrestling. Obviously, we know him by, well, we're not allowed to call him by his former name, Matt, but he's now going by the name of Tyler Breeze.
Yeah, ever since that accident, this guy's been a little wacky lately.
Well, let's just see how he gets on with his first match against RVD tonight. He's never leaving that phone alone. I just don't understand. He's sort of always got that phone in his hand.
Oh, maybe he's talking to Mike Dalton on there.
Maybe indeed. Wouldn't surprise me. But RVD, Tyler Breeze, should be a very interesting matchup. Singles competition for Raw. As we indeed later on this evening, we are going to see Antonio Cesaro in action against the Big Boss Man. The last two competitors, one of the last three competitors, in the Royal Rumble last night. Big Boss Man has challenged Antonio Cesaro, and we will see that is our main event, as Tyler Breeze takes a go of RVD.
And let's not forget last night, Giant Limbo taking the hardcore title off of Ryback.
Indeed, that was a big move for the hardcore division now on Raw. We will see Giant Limbo in the next coming weeks defending that title. Big upset over Ryback. Not a very good night if you were Ryback last night, especially for the SmackDown superstar losing the title and then could run her up in the Royal Rumble. As Rob Van Dam is taking over on Tyler Breeze, the newcomer. Tyler Breeze, as we say, changed his gimmick, as I say, over the last couple of weeks. Sort of after getting hit by that car, who we still don't know who was driving that car after last night, Matt.
No, and especially after they took out John Laurinaitis, what are we going to do about the manager for Raw tonight?
Indeed, let's see who is in charge of Raw tonight. We may find that out, especially with John. We do know John Laurinaitis is not here tonight, as Dalton and RVD going out here. RVD blocking everything. Tyler Breeze has to offer. Right, get too close to the ropes there. And what would it be for someone like Matt, for Tyler Breeze, if you can get a win here over RVD?
Definitely give him a push toward any kind of title you'd want to go for.
Exactly, especially over the things we've heard from Tyler Breeze over the last few weeks. This man is very, very, as you say, very wacky. Since that unfortunate car accident that happened a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I think it knocked a couple screws loose in his head.
As Tyler Breeze now going to work on RVD. A few kicks to the midsection. As Raw will continue, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be straight back with the conclusion of this match. Stay with us. Dave Easton and and Matt will be right back with you. And just like that, we are back. It is Dave Easton and Matt Rhodes with you on Raw, episode 15. Next week, remember, Matt, we have the draft. Talking a little bit about that on last night. The draft comes to Raw next week when superstars from SmackDown and Raw can be traded to each other's brands. And indeed, we were just slightly talking about it last night. As Tyler Breeze starts, here we go again with this announce table, Matt.
They just can't stay away from our table.
Exactly. We had to repair that about 4 or 5 times. Tyler Breeze coming over.
Look out.
Where is Tyler Breeze going? What is he doing here? Oh my goodness!
Oh,
splash! Oh my god! Come on! My laptop was there, you know. Tyler, get inside the ring. Oh, and look at that! He's just kicked the laptop. Honestly, that man. You know how much that costs?
Quite a bit. But Rob Van Dam get back in the ring.
RVD, yeah, indeed. Being put through that table there. Tyler Breeze trying to show a bit of aggressiveness here. And that, as you said, that will get him to this, hopefully into a title shot down the road. And he's a little bit quicker for RVD. RVD looks a little bit off the pace tonight.
Yeah, he seems a little slow tonight.
Tyler Breeze, if he can put RVD away here, what it would do for his chances. And look at this big slam, tilt-a-whirl slam, if you will. But again, Tyler Breeze just sort of looking at RVD here, not really following up. And just as I say that, what is this? Grand slam, and that could be enough. Look at that, on top of RVD, into the cover, hooks the leg, gets the 3, and
what a cocky win for him.
Indeed, but you have to give it to Tyler Breeze. Congrats.
Yeah, definitely have to give him a push toward either the European title or the US title.
Indeed, the US title is the one on Raw, and indeed, Tyler Breeze, impressive in his debut match here. Well, you could have to say it is his debut match here. Singles competition here on Raw. And, well, you would have to say a little bit of an upset, Matt.
Yeah, definitely an upset.
But Tyler Breeze gets Raw up and running, and a big win for him. And I'm sure that will only just boost his ever-growing ego even more. Big win for Tyler Breeze. As coming up next, it is Sean Bathwick versus the returning Mark Russ. We see Mark Russ back at the Rumble last night, and he is going to take on, well, the minor celebrity, Sean Bathwick.
Yeah, Mark Russ had a decent showing last night in the Rumble. I'm surprised to see him back so soon.
Indeed, and Sean Bathwick, the man, he says he has the most Twitter followers on Raw. Remember to follow him at Sean the Show. And indeed, Bathwick put a good effort up himself, eliminating 5 people last night. So he was no slouch in that Rumble, despite coming in at number 6. He was only eliminated at number 10 by Kurt Angle.
Yeah, but that was the problem. He came in a little too early, so he didn't have much of a chance to make it toward the end. So, but good effort on the five takeouts.
And here is Mark Russ, and as we said last night, Mark Russ still looking to get his hands on Daniel Cage. I'm sure we'll see that match somewhere down the road. But this is your next contest, ladies and gentlemen, on Raw. Is Sean Bathwick versus Mark Russ. So here we go. Remember, Sean Bathwick, the first ever non-stop wrestling champion. And indeed, we've seen that title change hand last night. If you do want to get to see the past broadcast of the Royal Rumble, 2 ways you can do it. You can do it on our Twitch TV channel and also on our YouTube page as well, Non-Stop Wrestling UK. You can see all the past shows from Non-Stop Wrestling and the UFC there as well. And Matt, you would have to say, Matt, that Mark Russ, really, if he can get past Sean Bathwick, will he want to be going after, he'll definitely be going after Daniel Cage next.
Oh yeah, he's definitely looking to get revenge on Daniel Cage.
Cage, who we seen in the Rumble last night, eliminated by indeed Sean Bathwick. Mark Russ again, also eliminated by Sean Bathwick, but we were thinking that we were going to see Daniel Cage versus Mark Russ last night, but just as Mark Russ got in the ring, Daniel Cage was eliminated by Sean Bathwick.
Yeah, I think it was coincidence. I think Cage actually made himself get eliminated just so he wouldn't be in the ring against Russ.
Indeed, and we're going to see Daniel Cage later on against Jeff Hardy. That match is to come up later on. And as indeed a win for any of these competitors here will surely, I think Sean Bathwick would like to get another chance at a world title. Well, Daniel Cage, I'm sorry, Mark Russ would just want his hands on Daniel Cage before anything else. Remember, Mark Russ also has money in the bank, so he can get a title shot anytime he likes.
Yeah, but I think he'll wait till an opportune time to catch a champion just at his downtime.
Indeed, and remember, we have got the Elimination pay-per-view coming, Elimination Chamber pay-per-view coming up. That is our next pay-per-view coming up next month.
That could be an opportune time for him to cash in his money in the bank.
Indeed, as we are going to start seeing next week, along with the draft match, we're also going to start seeing Elimination Chamber qualifying matches as well.
Well, that'll be interesting to see which superstars actually qualify to get into it, and it'll definitely make for an interesting show.
And it can actually, this is going to interest you, Matt, because we can exclusively reveal now here on Raw that one person, sorry, we're going to actually tell you, just as suspense, we'll tell you after Raw comes back. We'll continue just in a few seconds. Make sure you watch Non-Stop Wrestling SmackDown. It comes your way Thursday at 11 o'clock in the UK. It's 6 p.m. in the East and 3 p.m. in the West if you're watching in America. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, on Raw. Sorry, I do apologise. We've got a little bit interrupted there just for the commercial break. Just to let you know, Matt, just as it'll interest you, one NXT superstar is going to be in each of the Elimination Chamber matches. Sorry.
Well, that'll be definitely interesting. I hope I can get a shot at one of those spots.
And that is going to come up in the next couple of weeks. I can exclusively reveal that it'll be one in for the SmackDown brand and one for the Raw brand. And you never know, if two NXT superstars can win the Elimination Chamber, there's your ticket straight from NXT onto one of the brands.
That'd be awesome for any NXT star to move up.
Indeed, we've seen Big Boss Man. Look at Big Boss Man. He came from NXT, and look what he did at the Rumble last night, finishing in 3rd place.
Yeah, some people might see it as a shocker, but wrestling him and being around him on NXT, I kind of could see him being one of the last 3 in there. He's a tough guy.
Boss Man doing as no one else has done so far and winning the main roster spot challenge. Mark Russ here looking to go to work on Sean Bathwick. Look at this double arm. Suplex, or is it going to be a brainbuster, looks like. Oh no, it's a suplex, takes him over. Is that enough to put Sean Bathwick away? No, Russ doesn't think so though. Where's he going here? Oh, he's going to the
top rope.
Top rope, there's the splash! Right down on top of Sean Bathwick. Bathwick kicks out, give him credit for that.
Hey, he's shown a lot of heart in this match.
And look what's coming next, the last ride from Mark Russ. There he goes, down. And he's into the cover. Mark Russ will get the 3 here. Yes, indeed. And Mark Russ wins with a return here on Monday Night Raw. And as you see, Matt, a big win for Mark Russ there tonight.
Yes, it's a very big win for him. Hopefully he can get his hands on Daniel Cage, and then after that head on to getting his hands on a championship title ring.
And we will be interested to see when Mark Russ will cash in that money in the bank. Remember, he has any time till WrestleMania to do so. So you never know. Antonio Cesaro, you better be watching. This man could indeed spoil your plans down the road. But a big win for Mark Russ on Raw here tonight. We go back with Tyler Breeze, and Tyler Breeze, seeing he's on such a roll here, how he beat RVD and how he did in the Rumble. He's a little bit cocky, this Tyler Breeze. And security is telling Mr. Breeze it's time to leave. And see what is going on here. And Tyler Breeze has left the building. So there you go. Moving on, we are going to have a steel cage match. This is to end this feud. Travis Soule versus Yuri Watson. These two have fought a few times, and now they're going to end their feud in a cage. Matt, cage match is not any fun at any time, but these two have had such a rivalry since Non-Stop Sport Wrestling, has begun.
Yeah, this is definitely a way to settle a grudge match. If you really want to end a feud between somebody, the cage match is the best way to settle it.
Indeed, and this is not the only cage match we're going to see. Coming up after this match Big E Langston is going to take on Bray Wyatt. Big E Langston finally gets his hands on Bray Wyatt, but this man, Yuri Watson, well, you have to say, a little bit of a rule himself. Was doing so well in the Rumble until Travis Soul eliminated him last night, and this is why we have this match tonight. And, well, as I say, Yuri Watson has held victories over Travis Soul in backstage brawls, and now he looks to get another victory in the cage. So the Professor Yuri Watson against Travis Soul. Here we go then. As to win the match, pinfall, submission, or climb out of the cage, or go through the door. That is how you win these matchups. And the referee is only there, obviously, to count the pin. Disqualification, no disqualifications in this one. Matt, have you ever been inside a cage? How would you plan for these type of matches?
I haven't been in a cage match yet, so I don't really wouldn't know what to prepare for, but I know one thing: I would not want to get thrown up against that cage. It's like a grater against your head.
Indeed, we've seen many matches in the past where the cage has actually become a weapon for most competitors, and as you say, I would not like to be thrown against that. Is wire mesh sort of material that will rip skin very easily. As Travis Soul working over Yuri Watson, and as you say, last night we were just talking before, Matt, that Raw gained the title last night in the Hardcore Championship. Also going through, and we also have a new World's Champion in Chris Jericho.
Yeah, I really think Paul Heyman helped him in that match.
And we are hoping to hear from Paul Heyman and Chris Jericho a little bit later on. We do know from backstage that Edge is not here tonight due to the injuries he sustained in the match last night. He is not here tonight, but we are going to hear from Chris Jericho and Paul Heyman a little bit later on this evening. As Travis Soul trying to get out the ring, but brought back in by Yuri Watson. He's not going to win that easily.
No, you really have to wear down your opponent to get an advantage to get out of this ring. Or to climb over the cage.
Indeed, and continuing on, Yuri Watson just coming straight back at Travis Soul, and then Travis Soul just saying, none of that. If you're going to hit me with an elbow, I'm going to come back with a power move of my own. And what is he planning to do here? Dumps Yuri Watson on the top. Look at the angle we've got here with a superplex into the centre of the ring. And you've got to see, Matt, despite the superplex, it can take a lot out of one competitor, but takes out the other person as well, who delivers the superplex.
Yeah, if you throw him over too fast and you come down too hard, you might hurt yourself more than you'll hurt your opponent.
As Travis Soul trying to scramble out here, Yuri Watson grabs the leg, drags him back inside. Referee will shut the door. Remember, you can just walk out of the door to win this match, or climb over the top. As Travis Soul delivers the DDT. Just think what this could do for Travis Soul if he gets a win here tonight. After such a good showing at the Rumble, maybe he's trying to get himself in line for a title, possibly a title shot against the Fallen, who currently holds the United States title.
Yeah, a big win like this would definitely set him up for a good title shot.
Alright, Yuri Watson again. Yuri Watson has not been quiet backstage about his looking for a title shot down the road. He says he's been looked down upon too much here in non-stop wrestling, and a big win here tonight. Maybe he could get a title shot. And look at this, he is trying to get out here. Travis Soul is not moving. Yuri Watson almost over here. Travis Soul has got to try and get up there. It doesn't look like he's going to. And the Professor has climbed out. So there you go, Matt. The Professor, Yuri Watson, picks up the win.
He was very smart. He waited till he got his opponent down and found his opportunity and got over to the top of the cage.
And that is a big win for Yuri Watson. Travis Soul not happy, you can see inside. And Yuri Watson will pick up the win in this one. And as I say, maybe bigger things coming for the Professor in coming weeks. But Travis Soul, it looks like he will have to get back to the drawing board after this defeat. Remember, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, with Cage is going to stay in place. We are going to see Big E Langston finally get his hands on Bray Wyatt. That is going to be a huge match, Matt.
Yes, Bray will have nowhere to run.
And talking about Bray Wyatt, he is backstage with Boulder, who is filling in for Michael Cole tonight. And he says, Bray Wyatt, you have a simple message for Big E Langston. And, well, Bray Wyatt saying, tonight it all ends here. And just to follow the buzzards. I never understand what that means. Do you know what that means, Matt?
I guess follow the buzzard to the dead carcass. I would have no idea.
Well, that's the end of part 1, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back with part 2. Please like, subscribe, tell us what you think. It's beautiful Davies and Matt Rhodes signing out. We're going to be straight back with part 2.